Hello my loves, welcome back, and I have a microphone finally. Let's have a shout out to Shirin Creates for bringing that to us and saying that this is the microphone that's going to be best for your YouTube. Shout out to you because I could not cope with the echoey room. So I hope you guys are all good this week. What we are doing is what are their feelings, desires, and what's going to happen next. We're going to do a big read this week. I'm going to use the original tarots. We've got the Thoth and we've got the Riders. I want to go really deeply into this energy and see what comes up for you guys. So let's get cracking. Deck number one, we'll use my personal Riders. And deck number two, got hair in my mouth. Try tie your hair up so your hairs don't go in your mouth and they still float in. The Thoth Tarot. Okay, deck number one, deck number two. Think about your person that you are inquiring about, and as you inquire about them, I want you to feel their energy and push it to the deck you are most drawn to. This is a collective read. Anything doesn't resonate, don't stress about it, just save it for a later date. Normally does pop up, or just drop me a message and we can look at personal readings for you. Instagram, Mystic Love Tarot. In fact, if you just search Mystic Love Tarot, wherever you may be, you will find me. Number one. So we're going into your energy. And then we're going to link your energy with your person that you are inquiring about. Energy, it's my party trick. You ever seen me at a party with cards? I'm most likely doing that. Okay, so your person's energy, the collective energy. Right, let's do 2 for feelings, 2 for desires, and 2 for what happens next. What are their feelings for you? So you've got 7 of Pence. 4 of Pence, interesting. 2 Pentacles for their feelings. You've got their desires. What are their desires for you? Okay, we've got a triple whammy, so we're going to grab all of them. Temperance, Magician. I'm doing a presentation at WitchCon about the Magician. If you haven't checked out WitchCon's tickets in February, I think it is, doing a presentation on him. He's one of my favourite cards. Ace of Cups for their desires. And then what's going to happen next with you guys? 10 of Pence. Okay, I'm going to stop there because we've got a full spread going on. You guys can't see. Let me duck it down a little bit. No, let's bring it back up. You can see my tummy. Nobody wants to see that on a early Saturday, Sunday, whatever day of the week I post this morning. Okay. Right, guys. So their feelings for you first and foremost. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, a double whammy of the Pence. So you've got straight away that there is a stability and security found in this relationship, okay? They are looking at this from a very stable position, and what this means is when you're looking at the feelings, they can see that there is stability in a future being brought here, okay? What's happening with them at the moment is they are sowing the seeds for a future, and they are holding on to see what's going to happen next between you guys. Now, when it comes to desires, this is how you can see the future energy, so what they actually want. So working it out in their head, they've probably been putting a few little grafting in play, like grafting, like, I'm going to have a go at doing this, I'm going to act this way, we're going to see how it all plays out, I'll try this, I'll try that. And they've got like a specific manoeuvres that they're using over this connection. And with the 4 of Pence kind of coming on with it as well, they're grabbing at that stability and security that can come from those feelings and that can come from their emotions, okay? They're trying to be very level-headed on it. They're trying not to let emotions or sexual desires run away with them. They're grounding the energy, so they see that there can be a stable future. Again, Pentacles see that there can be a stable future with you guys, but they are just taking the time, working it out, making sure it's what they want. So feelings, very stability based, very like, oh, let's go, let's see where we go, let's see where we end up, let's see what happens. That's what their feelings are. It's pretty easy, isn't it, that? Which actually kind of leads me to what happens next, because you have another Pentacles in what happens next. I'm going to come back to desires. But what happens next with you guys, you've got 10 of Pentacles. So you definitely have growth happening within this connection. You're going from the 4 of Pentacles, which is them like, we'll just see how it goes, we'll hold on a little bit, I'm going to sow the seeds. And what happens next is you have that growth and stability between the two of you, building a relationship, coming to this kind of harmony within a connection between you guys. So if you're looking at relationships, this is the indicator that says, yeah, you know what, you can have this, you can build a family, you can build that stable unit. The two of you can become a family unit. Whatever family units might look like to you, you can have that stability with your person, and that is what is going to happen next. So when you're working your way through this growth and them sowing the seeds, you might feel a bit frustrated that it's not going at the speed you want, that it might feel a bit too slow, but as time progresses, you're going to head towards a 10, ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one that is based on security, stability, and the connection growth between you guys. So they want this to work in a stable foundation. So they're seeing you as wifey material or hubby material. They're seeing you as that. When it comes up to their desires, you've got Temperance, Magician, Ace of Cups. It's a whammy. It's a big load of stuff happening here, okay? You've got two major arcanas and one that is a minor, but it's a high minor talking about new beginnings, okay? New beginnings based on love. New beginnings based on building a relationship. So their desires for this is to just let it unfurl. Again, kind of hanging on with this stuff over here. Let it unfurl. Let's see what happens. Let's see where it goes with Temperance. It's like, yeah, we'll just see how this naturally transforms around us. The Magician coming in for that alignment of energy is quite at a rapid pace, okay? These two here work very beautifully together. The Magician, he's very speedy. He's like, I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to do the magic. I'm going to align it. I'm going to do as above, so below, everything into frequency. When Temperance comes in with it, it's like, well, we're going to just like let it naturally flow. So you've got a bit of a juxtaposition between these two, but what is happening with both of these cards is saying there is a transformation going on within this relationship, okay? So their desires are really transforming, and they're transforming to a new beginning based on love and romance. So again, the transformation of this stability and growing the growth to get what they want, to be in that relationship with you. So it's really, really, really lovely reading, Denim One. I do love a lovely reading. They do make me extremely happy. I do love a lovely reading, and that's what's happening. So it's basically bide your time, see what happens. It's going to take a little bit of growth, but they are really invested in this. They want it to work out between you guys. They want the growth to happen. It's going to be a natural process rather than forced, which is where you might feel a little bit frustrated. But overall, the progression rates are there, that this can work out and you can build that beautiful new relationship, saying goodbye to all the shitstorm that's happened in your previous life, this life or previous lives, and bringing in that new energy. So that's deck number one. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm actually going to pull you a card from, I've got a new deck. So a lot of you know that I'm actually, in my older years, I've become a little bit of a hermit. So I used to be dead sociable. I am a Gemini, really sociable, and as life's kind of took me down this pathway and more down the pagan route, I get a lot of comfort from isolation and being alone and solitude. So maybe it's because my life's so busy with everything that's going on in it that when I do get the quiet time, I'm like, no, I'm off on my own. This deck here, I just absolutely fell in love with. It's called Into the Lonely Woods, and it is about times when you could feel isolated or you could feel alone. And so I want to pull you guys for this journey just a little bit of advice and see what comes up. So can I have some advice for deck number one? Because, any journeys that we go down, especially when it comes to romance and love, you are the only ones feeling it. You and your person, the only ones feeling it. Honour your holy days. Oh, look, he's so cute. Isn't he cute? Look, his little... Have you ever seen that, what's it called on Netflix? That Sweet Tooth. I loved that. Oh, it's so cute, like little babies with these little horns and things. They're dead cute. Anyway, he reminds me a little bit of Sweet Tooth. Honour your holy days. So what this is saying is taking that time for yourself at times when you need it. And again, this is the isolation and solitude. When things with your hunky princess over here are perhaps going a little bit slow and a little bit stagnated, it's really important that you go into this kind of journey within yourself and honour yourself. If you need time to do stuff just for you, then make sure you're investing in that. If you want to go and do spiritual retreats or spiritual classes, or maybe even church, anything along those lines where you are feeling at peace, a place that is at peace, is needing to be honoured by you. So when things go maybe a little bit slow, there's nothing negative coming up in your reading, but when things go a little bit slow, honour yourself and honour those times for yourself, and you can see how the magic naturally unfolds. And this works beautifully with the magician as well, because it's like, just have a little bit of faith, aligning yourself, just focus on yourself, have a little bit of faith, and it will all work out as it needs to. And that is deck number 1. If you need me, drop me a message. Find me on Instagram, do same day. I don't do that. I do same day return on voice note readings. They're only a tenner a question. Turn Great British pound. I don't know how much that works out in dollars or reals or however else, what country you're in. Mr. Love Tarot. Okay, let's go. Deck number 2. Hi guys, if you just tapped in, tuned in, turned on, we are doing a reading today based on, let me find my notes, feelings, desires, and what happens next. So in deck number 1, I pulled 2 for each one, and that is what I'm going to do exactly with the puff. Okay, can you tell me please, what are their person's feelings then? 1. So you've got the 4 of Wands. It's good. What are their feelings? Oh, we've got a double whammy. Let's have them both. You've got Temperance and you've got the 6 of Swords. Okay, coming out. So those are their feelings. What are their desires? Everyone loves a Temperance, don't they? I was saying in a reading the other day, I was like, Temperance, like, when I'm going to write about it with the magic you can incorporate with it for Witches Magazine, I am already like, oh, me and Temperance, we ain't the best of friends. You just irritate. It's just a card that I genuinely have no beef with, but it just gets under me nails a little bit. Okay, desires. You've got the Fool and you've got the Ace of Pence, so really good stability-based desires. And what's going to happen next with you guys? Nice readings today. Next, we've got the High Priestess. And we have got the 3 of Cups. Oh, lovely readings. Deck number 1 and deck number 2. Okay, let's start off with their feelings for you. They might be a little bit away from this situation at this point in time, okay? So they might have floated away, sorting out their own lives, sorting out what they're doing with their lives, and you might find that they've gone ghost or they've just gone quiet, and you're just like, what is actually happening here? I have no idea what is going on. And this is where Temperance come in. So the 6 of Swords is them kind of taking a step away. Temperance comes in, which talks about alchemy. And it can be quite, incense has gone up my nose. It can be quite a, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, everyone. Temperance can signify delays. Okay, so even though things are like a little bit quiet at the moment and delays are happening, you are having a bit of a transformation with regard to their connection. So their feelings for you are transforming at this point in time, and they've had to take a step back from this to realise that. Now when the 4 of Wands comes in at the end, it's saying, well, even though they're going through this and they're having these little delays and they're perhaps not completely in touch with you at the moment, they will touch deck again and you will have that celebration that comes from that. So their desires are going to be suddenly, like they have this alchemy, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the ones is quick movement, they're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I actually am quite invested in this. Let's communicate again. Let's speak again. Let's have that celebration. Let's enjoy each other's company one more time. So their desires, even though they've took a step back, are transforming at this point in time, and they need that time away from this situation to realise that. Okay, so what's the saying? Absence makes the heart go fonder. My spirit guy's telling me. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I just got that wartime song, speaking of which, we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Okay. That is their desire, their feelings. When we come over to desire, so once they've had this transformation and they've had time to think it all through and they've had time to themselves and they've worked out what they want, you come in quite quickly with the Ace of Pence and the Fool. So the Fool is movement towards you, so they will make movement towards you. They're not going to plan it, okay? So, you know, sometimes you sit there and you think, if I saw Duncan tomorrow, Duncan is going to, I'm going to say these words and this is exactly how I'm going to act, okay? Your person isn't going to do that. So when your person talks to you again, they haven't got the words, they haven't planned what to say. It's a bit of a sporadic contact. They're just going to reach out to you out the blue and say, hey, how's it going? What's happening? Now, the Ace of Pentacles coming in, saying when that new beginning happens, it's going to be a new beginning that is based on stability, security, and a grounded relationship. So they might say to you, we should be in a relationship together. I've had to have time away from this to work out what I want, and now I can see us moving forward into a beautiful, divine future with one another. Those are the words that are likely to come out of your person's mouth, the person you're asking about. So new beginnings that are based on stability, security, 2 cards of new beginnings flying into their desires. So they want this, they will want this. If they're not quite there yet, with the delays happening over here, in the immediate future, there will be that movement that comes towards you based on that. And that leads to what happens next. And you've got the High Priestess and you've got your celebrations coming up. So the 3 of Cups is all your celebrations. It's your abundance, it's your power, it's your, yes, let's have some wine and celebrate life and pour some champagne. We could be in a relationship together. You've also got social events. So perhaps you're going to be going out with your friends and you might meet them there. But this all to do with having fun and celebrating. So what happens next is this great passions, this great emotional stability and fun that's going to come from it. And we can see that over here with the 4 of Wands as well. There is a completion between the 2 of you and a new beginning stepping in. Now the High Priestess is flagging into what's going to happen next. Remember, when she pops into your reading to make sure that you are following your intuition. Sometimes you might find that you are working more on the shadow aspects, which will lead me to pull one of these cards for a bit of advice for you. She is one of my favourites. She walks between the worlds. So it's very important that you are following your intuition. And even if energies of this situation might not be aligning with what's happening, if you listen to your intuition, you will be guided in the right path and the right direction with it all. So if you are feeling a little bit confused over anything, just drop me a message and we can have a look at that for you. But what's going to happen next, it looks like you guys are going to be celebrating and things are going to be moving forward. So you'll have this quiet time away from them now, but as time progresses, the 2 of you are going to be moving and merging into a new pathway, and it looks like with one another, a new beginning. That's cool. Right, I'm going to pull you an advice as well. I was just saying in deck number 1, this is my new deck, Into the Lonely Woods, and it is for when you're feeling a bit isolated or perhaps alone from the situations that are happening, and it's good for when you need a little bit of advice. So can I have some advice for deck number 2? Let's see what comes up. It's brand new, and I just love the imagery on these. A very supportive deck. Okay. What did we lose? Okay, now I love this card. So what this is saying, the little girl's looking into the well. And the well will often symbolise our emotions, especially as a more divine feminine. The well, when we get to this point that we reach the bottom of it, our emotions kind of be everywhere. We can feel very subdued. We can feel lost from situations. We don't know what's going to happen. And that's kind of how we deal with this emotional negativity. Sometimes we have to reach the bottom of this well to bring ourselves back up. So if things are feeling a little bit low and you're at the bottom of the well at the moment, have faith, because it's going to come back round again. Okay, you're going to feel better soon. And this is what this card is signifying. What did we lose? So you are looking into your well. You are looking into the parts of you that perhaps you've lost along the way, and you are rekindling that. So this journey with your person is teaching you new aspects of yourself. But remember who you are, okay? Remember the root of your soul. Don't lose yourself along the way, okay? And I love that. And that's deck number 2. So my loves, drop me a message if you need me. Mystic Love Tarot, same day return on voice note readings, only tenner a question. I have spaces for video readings too. I love you all lots, and I will speak to you soon. Many, many blessings. Beijos. Yeah, that's it. I got lost then trying to think of Portuguese. I was like, beijos, and then it went out my window. Ciao, guys.